Hello, my name's Dylan Mahorny. Where I'm originally from is I've lived most of my life in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky, so about maybe 15-ish minutes away from here, although I was born in Russia, so that's in Chita, Russia, which is pretty far. That's in Siberia, so it's more closer to Mongolia or China than like the other European states. It's like Poland or Ukraine, so it's pretty far out there. Although I was adopted by an American family and I came to Kentucky in 2003, I've been here the rest of my life. Initial thoughts on the class. I think it's interesting. I don't know too much about African American religion, so it's a lot of new information for me. I'm a Catholic, so some different stuff I've learned so far. And my major, so right now I'm a history major. I also have a minor in military history and a minor in the honors courses. I'm also working on my master's in public history, so I'm doing an accelerated program, so hopefully I can finish my master's major in about the end of this year, and then over the next year, maybe year and a half, I do extra courses and I can finish my master's in public history. So public history is museum work, so maybe being a curator or working in the archives, maybe helping make exhibits and whatnot. So you're in college, so technically junior, but again, like I said, I could be done by the end of next spring. So really I could finish my bachelor's in about maybe 3 years, and then master's in about a year and a half after that. My type of music, I love country. I love country. Although, like older stuff, so like 80s and 90s, I would say my two favorites are Brooks and Dunn and Dwight Yoakam. And my favorite cartoon, I would say my favorite cartoon when I was younger would be SpongeBob SquarePants. Well, then my favorite cartoon now, of course, would be Family Guy. Okay, so a lot of people don't like that. Interesting places I've traveled. I've been to Ireland once. My brother, he was in a football team for Center College, which is not too far, maybe an hour and a half from here, also in Kentucky. And on one of his trips, they went to Northern Ireland to play a football team there. And so during that whole trip, we got to go all across Ireland, so Dublin, Glasgow, then Belfast, although that's Northern Ireland, so that's technically a different country. And then I've also been to Mexico one time. I've been to several states, although I'd say probably the main three states I've been to the most is, of course, Kentucky, Ohio, and Tennessee. Interesting story about myself. Well, I would say the Russian thing would be probably the most interesting thing about me. And then why am I taking this class? So, to be truthful, this was my second option. The course I had before this got canceled, so I had my choice and I picked this one. Although I'd say maybe because over the summer I've been doing volunteer work at the Underground Railroad Museum in Cincinnati, so I was pretty interested in what I've learned there, so I thought maybe some of the stuff I learned at the museum there might apply towards this, at least in the earlier part when we're talking about American slavery and whatnot. Still, well, I hope I learned a lot. I hope I learn a lot about more about African American religion, and hopefully I can learn more about African culture altogether. Well, thank you for your time.